Hey y'all, welcome back to your Advocacy Alphabet. Today we're talking about I is for inclusion. Inclusion is one of those words that gets used so often in early childhood spaces that it can start to lose its weight. We put it in mission statements and hang it on classroom walls. We nod along when someone mentions it at a professional development training. But what does inclusion actually look like when it's working, really working, in a classroom and in a community? It looks like a child with a developmental delay playing alongside their peers, not in a separate room down the hall. It looks like a family whose home language isn't English feeling genuinely welcomed at drop-off, not just tolerated. It looks like a curriculum that reflects the faces, stories, and experiences of every child in the room. It looks like an educator who notices when someone is on the outside and does something about it, not because it's required, but because they believe every child deserves to belong. Inclusion is not a program or a checklist. It's a commitment that must be built into the culture of a classroom and a community, one intentional decision at a time. And here's the advocacy piece. Inclusion doesn't happen without policy support. It requires funding for early intervention services. It requires training and coaching for educators who may not feel equipped to serve children with diverse needs. It requires licensing standards and program requirements that expect and support inclusive practice. When we advocate for inclusive early childhood systems, we're advocating for the infrastructure that makes belonging possible. Every child who experiences genuine inclusion in their earliest years carries that experience forward. They learn that difference is not something to fear or exclude, it's something to embrace. That lesson, learned at 3 or 4 years old, has the power to shape communities for generations. Build the classroom you want the world to look like, then fight for the policies that make it possible for everyone. Join me next time for J is for Justice.